Alright, so I am taking out the white marble. I already took it out on this side. And I'm getting ready to lay down the blue marble. Blue and quote-unquote gold, which it is not. And I'm worried because this is the gold I'm using on the backsplash. So, I'm really, really hoping I can make this work. Weird look, but I'm really hoping it's gonna go good with this gold. Gold goes with just about everything, but we'll see. I won't know until I put it up on the wall. Alright, and the only thing I really like about this, and it's supposed to be blue, but I'm sorry, this is not blue. It is black, and a light black, and that pisses me off. So there's several things I'm pissed about this, and it's not so far anything I expected, except for the width. It is darn near, I mean so close to exact fit of my counter. Little tiny gap. Still, it is what it is. God, I'm looking at this and I'm telling you, the blue is gone. As soon as it gets a little bit dusk outside, the blue is completely gone. This is black and gray. God, I hope I'm not making a mistake. A dark color in the kitchen is not cool. You can see the difference. That is so bright and clear over there, but and I'll try to video as much as I can, and I'm going to try and do a complete stretch, cut the sink out and keep on going, because I don't want cut lines all over it. But I bought this huge width and this huge amount. This is like 40 feet, 35 feet, something like that. It's big. But anyway, this is also a 10-foot counter space, so anyway, it is what it is, but my video skills are not good. I don't have an editor. I don't know how to edit, and I'm going to have to figure it all out, because this will be my second or third video now. And the other ones are so long I have to edit them. But so my video skills stink. I'm going to put this up on the tripod and do as best I can. Alright. Okay, well, this is what I've gotten so far. But I am stuck right there. I am stuck right on that bend of the sink. Oh, the lighting is terrible in here, but I'm getting it better than I did the white marble. And the white marble, I ended up having to do a cut on this corner and a cut on the other corner. And I didn't like that section cut piece, so I'm bound determined to get this 10-foot cut all at once. I don't know how y'all do it. I know I haven't seen any videos of anybody doing their countertops and then cutting the sink up. But one of the things I don't like about this paper is these patch marks. They're in the design. But they look like I messed up and laid a piece down on top of it trying to fix it. Like this one here. I mean, they look kind of goofy. And then, you know, you can see it's supposed to be marble. This is more like just laid rock. This is not marble at all. But, alright, back to work. I'll try to see if I can't get an angle to show you what I'm doing. And I put felt over my scraper because I don't know about y'all, but I don't like all those scratchy, scrapey marks all over. So, and that's what regular Cricut, all them scrapers do. Oh, it feels kind of weird right there. Almost like I'm going to tear the paper. And then I just move my Bose speaker. Anytime the paper starts to angle on me, I just move my speaker. It's got the rubber feet underneath it, so it works great. It's just heavy enough to hold down the paper from shifting too much. And the rubber feet hold it from sliding around. I have to lift this up and get this cut in sharper. I make use of every tool I can find, any tool that's going to help. And come on, lift up, damn it. There we go. Even though I'm going to caulk with clear. So I want the cut-ins to be really good. I was engaged for 15 years to a man who did, he rehabbed, not really rehabbed, he cleaned out apartments and got them ready for the next tenant, and he worked for our landlord, and our landlord was a perfectionist, Don Fitzner, very good friend of ours, really great. Him and his wife were just awesome, but very much perfectionist, and that kind of wore off onto us. So we were very picky about everything, and that stuck with me. See, I'm having a lot of trouble right here. I don't like this. It's starting to stretch mark. I can't get it to cut in tight. I'm going to leave it a little bit loose right there so I can cut it in tighter when I make my actual cut. Can you imagine how much time and effort it takes to separate cork grains? I'm going to leave it like that. That's why I left this little lip around the sink so that I can lift it up and do anything I need to do. And I don't lay it down flat with a scraper. I did that with my white wallpaper and it was a mess. I use my mitt, my microfiber mitt. Yeah, I got a little lip here, so it means it's off center. I noticed that without paying attention, my wallpaper was starting to shift. So I got it pretty much straight, but I need to get my hand under it, which keeps making it shift. So this is all just a matter of finagle, bend, twist. You gotta do what you gotta do. Constantly checking to make sure you're still going at the right angle. Because you make that cutout, it shifts. Everything shifts. And if you're not paying attention, you can be cruising along thinking you're doing great, but it's going upward or it's going downward. So you constantly gotta pay attention. Once I got it straight on the other side, that came out like a dream. That corner it gave me a little bit of stretch marks right here on the crease, but I can hang with that. I can deal with that. Considering all the crap I've been through for the past 6 weeks trying to do this, I can deal with that. I think I'm just gonna take what I got. I am super tickled that this is such a big piece. It goes way up there, so I mean it's gonna be a lot easier putting in that second piece, hiding that cut in way up there. I won't be able to fix it, and that's gonna kill me because if I can't fix it, I'll tear it all back out and do it again. Anyhow, so onward. Put on my trusty dust mitt, and on we go. So I'm gonna just keep going, but look at this other side. Look at this other side. I mean, I really do hate this color, but it is smooth as glass. It came out very, very nicely. But the only thing I really am disappointed is I stepped out of my comfort zone with the dark color. Only because I was hoping, well, only because I was reading everything about it and it said navy blue and gold. And there is no gold. This gold is a peachy tan weird color. So here we go. Alright, now I can move my speaker because now I made it past the sink. I feel confident enough to keep moving along. Alright, let me cut off some of this excess paper. I took my whole drawer apart. I'm super stoked at how this is looking now. Not actually, and I made it past the sink, no cut marks, no baloney. Okay, so, yep, I had all kinds of issues and problems and ended up having to cut the film on this side right here at the corner all the way up the sink. So angry. It was going so great and then it all fell apart. But it is what it is. I suggest cutting up not quite a bit, but at least a few millimeters above the cut-in mark. And then when you cut it, you pound this in like that, and it will shove whatever you have extra, it'll shove it under the sink. And yes, I'm going to caulk this, but I plan on caulking it with a clear caulk, so it's not going to hide that. But like I said, my countertops are pretty much this peachy beige color anyway, so hopefully to me it's noticeable. Hopefully nobody else it will be. So I'll just, let me see, I'll do a couple more cut-ins so you can see what I'm talking about.
Look, Stroker just screwed up his face. Got social hallucinations, it happened. He panics, he ruptures his scooter. Where and whether it matter. Because right now, I'm primary John.
In the picture, yeah, I have a lot extra up here, so I just cut a little bit. And then I kind of lay this knife flat. I wish I would have thought of this at the beginning. I wish I had known this at the beginning. Like that. Yeah, see, a little bit of mark there where I cut in too far. But, and then this whole side of the sink went on like butter. It was perfect. Then I just got that little tiny section in the back to do, which I think is going to give me a whole lot of headache. And that runs the whole 10-foot counter. And that's pretty much it. It seems to be holding its own. It's staying down everywhere. I got a little tiny air bubble right. It's almost unnoticeable right there. Right there. But that's pretty much it. I can't really bitch or complain because all I've done so far is vanity cupboards. So this is my first big wallpaper job. So we'll see. Well, I hit it with the heat gun and I got all this stretch marking out. Now I just have that little bump there and this line from the overlay. And then there's that crease that was in the paper when I got it, when I laid it down. Wait, where is it? But at an angle you can really see it sticking out there. And me and my idiotic perfectionist crap, I'm going to end up ripping this piece out and redoing it because of that line. And this piece was not fun to do. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it went south after I got to that bend and had issues. But when I got to this bend, it was really bad. The cut-in doesn't look terrible. I just got to line it up better. How I did that, I don't know. But I mean, it won't take but 15-20 minutes. Well, no, me an hour. But, oh, I did hit it with the heat gun, and this looks really, really nice now. That's all cleaned up. Little teeny tiny speckles that you really can't tell if that's the wallpaper or my mess up. Alright, we'll see what happens. But this side, peachy. Not a single air bubble, not a single bump, not a single crease. I mean, I'm blown away. This was where I started at, my very first section, and this came up, I mean, like butter. Okay. I am going to be putting the gold backsplash up too, so hopefully that's going to match this countertop. Okie dokie. Oh, thawing my bacon. Okay. I am now working on the back, I don't know what you call it, back of the counter, the lip. And it is not fun. But one thing somebody said, I just caught it in a glimpse of somebody, but they said on the video you should always start in the middle and press up to the sides. And I'm finding that is very true, because every time I start at one end, I get to the other end, and it's off-centered and wrinkled. I start in the middle, and I'm having pretty good luck. So, and I'm only lifting it up a hair at a time, because I want to make sure I get this bend in real good. My scraper on the other side. I don't like using the scraper, but when I gotta get into tight spots like that, I don't have a choice. The scraper leaves so much scraping marks. I'm still using the felt on mine because I'm trying to reduce as much scratching as possible. Oh, it's very hard to do with prosthetic legs on your hands and on your knees on a ladder. It's scary too. And I moved my under the cabinet legs from the stove and the sink to over here so I could see. I tried to do it in daylight, but I had too much stuff going on. Or I was just too lazy. And I didn't want to cut in, but behind the sink, yeah, there's no way I'm going to fight a whole 2-foot wide roll of paper across the back of the sink. It ain't worth it. This is paper I took off of the other end I was telling you about the other day. I see no sense in wasting paper. Just because you lay it down and it ain't right, that don't mean you rip it up and throw it away. I ripped it up, put it right back on the contact paper, and it's working just fine for this area. Hence why there's 2 different sizes of contact paper there.
This is very likely what somebody watching it with this. To make this last longer, if you want to use things for that.
I'm a little nervous about that. I think it went sideways on me.
And the secrets of polyurethane inside and out. Making sure that the first coat is properly dry before applying.
Oh, I got a big wrinkle right there.
To make it a lot easier for you, you can just cover your marble contact paper.
Oh, that was a wrinkle, just an air bubble. Very hard to smooth this out on this bend.
You can adorn your bathroom mirror with crown molding. And then measure and cut down the crown molding to size.
I don't like taking the contact paper off until I absolutely have to.
This type tool would have been used for the project because it's used for cutting trims at different angles. I will leave a link for this down in the description box below.
This paper definitely hides a lot of flaws. But the problem is, I know they're there. I can't get that air bubble to move up. I'm fixing to turn off the camera before I lose it. Trying not to let that tear like it did on the other side. I might rip this piece out and start over. I got a feeling it's very crooked. It is. I knew it. I don't think I'm going to be able to lay it down and cut it either.
I'd like to add some mirrors for my hat. I would like to see my face a lot closer the time I look into the mirror. So these are the measurements of the mirror that I'll be using. And I'm going to be using canvases that I got from Walmart. These are thick canvases that I'm going to attach to the back.
I really got to get this good because I plan on putting under the cabinet strip lights. Motion detecting strip lights, and I don't want lights shining on flaws. Well, here goes. If it messes up, then I just rip it out and start again.
I later realized that it would be better to cut off the little bit of the canvas fabric before attaching the adhesive tape to be properly to the mirror. To make sure that the adhesive tape holds firmly to the mirror, I clean it down.
I got a bad crease right here.
Before mounting. I cut some more because
Yeah, there's that crease right there. And it's going to be obvious. It's right on the back piece. I actually think that might be okay. Now I got a big bubble.
This video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. share with your friends and family as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I have other home decor DIY videos that are linked in the description box for you to check them out, and don't forget to click the subscribe button.
Okay, I am bugging. Hey, I can't believe that went as well as it did. I mean, there's a crease here, but with all these weird lines in the paper, man, it's so tough to see it.
I'm going to be using 4 floral rings for this
Just in time when my lights die.
together so that they can look like one piece. Now the linking them all together.
Smooth as butter down here, but there's one crease right there.
Holes where the memory plates are going to go through. So now I'm just going to use the memory plates and use the hot glue to keep it fixed in place.
Boy, look at that. Smooth as butter, baby. This is where I get worried. No, 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 no. Come on, come on.
I'll be attaching what I need to this footing board. And I'll be using corner braces and a slim to support it to attach. I want this to have a little bit of texture.
Like I said, if I have to, I'll just cut another piece, do it again. Got that one out. Yeah, I'm gonna soften that piece because it's just. All right, I'm gonna turn this off. You don't want to hear me cussing. Okay, so I used the heat gun and smoothed out a lot of it, but there's some problem areas, but it's not really easy to see from here, from even with that light on it. But I have a butcher block system that's gonna probably stay right there anyway. So, all right, so now I'm gonna do the cut in, and these really make me nervous because I'm really bad with scissors, blades of any kind. It's ridiculous.
And wooden strips to get the project started. And I'm making use of just 4 of the wooden strips and gluing them to the embroidery pieces using a hot glue gun for now.
I know I'm not down in the crease, and I'm not trying to be because I'm very nervous. I'll trim it up closer later.
I'm cutting strips of the width that I'll need to cover up the roof. And they're self-adhesive, so they're super easy to use.
Now I can see pretty good over here, so I'll get a little closer.
The bottom part is kind of rough, so I'll be covering up with a covered inside tape and sticks also with a mirror mosaic tile. So this is a candle holder I plan on putting in the middle so it beats the pass through. I ended up making 16 holes in total.
And I'm going to caulk it, but I'm not caulking it with white because of its color. I'm going to caulk it with clear. Which means any screw-ups are not going to be hidden by caulk. So that's why I'm being very, very particular. There we go. See, I told you I'm super anal. Now I'm going to use the other side of the blade to kind of tuck it under the sink. And the caulk will be there to hold it down when it does, or if it does lift up or get messy. But let me tell you, once you get something good and looks good, don't go back over and start nitpicking. Don't do it. Just once you get there, don't touch it. Especially if you're going to do a backsplash anyway, and caulking. Nobody's ever going to see that little bit tucked there. So, there it is. Not too shabby for a very first timer. Oh, I get so nervous. Like I said, I've had enough. I'm just going to cut and I'm just going to do it. And if I screw it up, I'm going to rip it out and do it again. Look at there. Look at that. That is smooth as butter. But this is the worst part, trying to get past the sink. Get a good hold, a good push. Alright guys, as I say in every video, everybody knows I'm a double leg amputee and recently lost my fiance to COVID. So I'm on my own. I have no family or no friends. So I'm making these videos to start my channel so I can try to raise the money. I've been told a million times I need to start a GoFundMe, but I'd rather try this and try to earn the money. So I'm making these videos and putting them on my channel, and as I say every time, you know, just watching my videos to the end and hit that like button is just as good as a donation. It helps me get one step closer to getting monetized, and I can start to earn some kind of money so that I can fix my roof. I've said it in other videos, I have a severe roof leak straight through the center of my house. It runs down my basement wall, millimeters away from a live lighted light switch, which scares me to death. And I can't get my property insurance reinstated or renewed because I won't pass inspection. So please hit that like, subscribe, and come back and check out my other videos. I'm trying to post every day, or at least a few times a week. Alright, thanks guys. I appreciate y'all so much. See you on the next one. Bye.